everyone, and welcome to another episode of Mechanical Rain. If you're listening to this, that means you've listened to every other episode in this season. And if you haven't, you probably should, because this is the finale. Last time we finished a 3-episode long battle, and thinking about it right now as of recording this, that is very much in anime fashion. So there you go, Mitch. Here's your mech anime. But anyway, so now we pick up with the team who are still on the battlefield, making their way back. But you know what? I'll let Mitch more eloquently describe the situation. Take it away, Mitch.
So, when we last left off, you had murderized a whole bunch of things. You had probably killed your friends. We lost one tank, which isn't too bad considering everything that was going on here. Unfortunately, Tim, Daniel, and Bobby of Tank D did not survive. Most of you are sort of not dead. Also a good thing. And Tank F was the unexpected hero of that fight. I don't know if unexpected hero. They're the ones that didn't die the best.
That other guy deserves a promotion.
1 HP. 1 HP.
All right, so now that we are out of combat, everybody level up, which I believe you should have done during our break. And
we're level 7, right?
Yep.
Yes, we are.
Cool.
Yep, level 7.
All right, so you are on the battlefield. There's the smoking wreckage of your friends' incredibly modified and bastardized Blackwoods in front of you. There are a few smaller Blackwoods that you guys have taken out. There is the smoldering remains of Tank D. Tank F is limping its way back home. So who would like to do what? Let's just go down the list here and start with Achilles.
I will assist Hajime in whatever strange Dr. Frankenstein things he's about to attempt.
All right, I guess that brings us to Hajime.
I just want to collect the cores and get them back into the base so I can go over them and verify, that they're who I hate to think they are.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can go and try to find the core in the wreckage. Nothing shot out of the back of these, but that's not uncommon.
Yeah, so I'll let my mech use its knife, and I will essentially crab crack these things open to find the cores.
Okay.
That's the sentence.
Who do you want to start with? We've got Jet and Ivan.
Let's start with Ivan because I'm right there.
Okay. So how about, since you're trying to crack it open, we'll go with, honestly, I'm not even sure, because Arcana would be your tech skill, but you're not trying to do that. How about
Sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand. Sleight of hand sounds pretty good.
I'll give you the help action.
Dope. That means advantage for me for this one. Hi, yeet.
I will use my reaction to use my flash of genius and give you an automatic +4 to that roll.
Cool. So 16 or a 15.
All right, yeah. So you managed to break it open where you think the core should be, and you see that similar looking device, the black box, so to speak, with the, since it is now ingrained in what you're looking for, you can definitely read that brainwave as you're scanning it.
Good. Well, not good, but good. All right, on to the next then.
All right. Are you gonna pull that the whole way out and try to transport it somewhere? You're just going to leave it sitting in the desert in the rain like this?
I can carry it if you want.
Yeah, if you can carry it into... I was going to say either you or Vera, whoever's got the time, grab that, drag it into the garage. I'll get to it. Hangar, that's the word I'm looking for.
I will pick it up and I will bring it inside.
Cool. All right, easy enough. That's not... You don't really have to do anything for that, just so I know that it's not sitting out in the rain. So you're going to go up then to Jet.
And Bunny's up there too, right? She's doing whatever she's doing.
Bunny is having a breakdown, but sure. She's not...
I was curious
She's
about
not.
that.
She's not going to be helpful.
That's fine. I don't expect them to be helpful.
Can Verna comfort Bunny?
Sure. You can go comfort Bunny.
You take your time with that. I'm going to try and open this one up too so I can verify that there's a black box in there as well.
Help action.
Haha, help action. I will also because I totally forgot about it this last time. I'll remember it this time. I will totally use my my guidance AI to give me a little bit extra help.
Okay, you. And I will flash of genius to give him another +4.
All right.
+1 for the
So
guidance as well.
A greasy 20.
A greasy 20.
Ugh.
All right,
Motor
yeah,
oil 20, if you will.
So with that, you don't even need to try to crack this thing open. You see Bunny's sword just plunge straight through the center core of this thing.
Oh,
Womp womp.
Why'd she do that?
Because war.
1 for 2 ain't bad, I suppose. That's 50-50.
well, I mean, maybe she... Oh, she did, didn't she? Oh, no. Like, just peeling open the core there a little bit, like... oh, damn.
I think Jet's oozing out a little bit.
Shut up.
Oh.
Why not being helpful?
Yeah, there is a distinct black goo dripping out of this thing.
Why did it have goo?
Oh, no.
Everything's got goo.
Alien tech. You're lucky I'm not making everything pulsate.
There's enough ooze to go around.
We're all goo here.
Gross.
And then the monster comes walking towards you with its large throbbing anyway.
Oh.
Sword.
And with that, we quit for the rest of the year.
Bye, everyone.
So yeah, so you come up there. There's definitely stuff leaking out of Jet, or what you assume is Jet, since you don't really have concrete evidence, just guesswork. There's the sword sticking through it. Yeah. So what would you like to do?
Just real quick, I like to imagine Verna walked up to Bunny, like, trying to comfort her and whatever, and she's like, she got, like, 2 words out, and Bunny's just like, ah! And just drives it into the robot, and Verna's just like,
Just very sweet, like, hun, I...
yeah.
Hajime
Like,
from the
hey,
back
Bunny.
corner. Why?
So what had happened?
Oh my god.
What had happened was Jet got taken down, got brought to 0, managed to hit his death saves, and popped back up with 1 HP, startled the Bunny bot. Bunny goes, "Dead things are supposed to be dead," and she stabs it again.
Ah.
We could... You just... No, it's fine. It's fine.
I didn't want them to.
Doesn't seem fine.
I didn't want him to kill any of my friends.
No, you were in the right. You were in the right. Should have specified some things before we got into this, but hindsight being 2020, I'm fucking terrible at giving people bad news.
Well, my hindsight's 1080p.
I hate that. I think I have some.
Right.
I think I have some tank crews to check on. Achilles is gonna go make sure all the tanks get back to the base.
Just dragging the corpse of Tank D.
Well, I was gonna hook up a tow strap and help Tank F limp home. Tank D's not going anywhere.
It's rolling. It's got like 1 tread hanging off the back.
Yeah, I'm just
There's a giant hole. There's a giant hole in the side. Fred's sticking his head out, waving at you.
I will wave back to keep them in okay spirits.
All right. I need like 20 minutes, and then I will get to doing something else.
All right. Let's jump over to Isabel. You're carrying the black box of Ivan inside.
I have a box. I will bring it. It's not downstairs because this isn't stairs. This is a mine. But I'm gonna walk down the shaft to put it near the what is definitely not become a mad scientist laboratory at this point.
That's fair.
Upset scientist, if you will.
What was that?
I said an upset scientist, if you will.
An angsty professor, if you will.
Just slightly pissed.
I was gonna go with like a disgruntled grad student, but whatever.
That works too.
You know what? That works perfectly.
All right, so you brought that device inside, taking it down to Hajime's workshop.
House of Horrors.
What else you doing? You're inside. You are damaged. I believe incredibly so. One of you took a lot of damage.
It was Hajime's mech who took the most damage.
Yeah. And,
I'm only well. I'm also at half health, but my half health is higher than his high half health.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am gonna go to wherever we're fixing our mechs, and
All right. I mean, that's just in the hangar.
yeah,
Like it's not a 5-minute fix job or anything like that. You'll have to drop it off and work on it in your downtime.
yeah,
So.
yeah. We're
right.
probably gonna hang around the mechanics to assist where they can.
Okay. Fair enough. How about Verna? What you doing?
Yeah, so I want to think Verna's probably still trying to help out Bunny, trying to get her a little more calm and trying to get her maybe. I don't think she would murder any of us, but let's just cool off the murder for a moment and separate ourselves from that. So she's over at Bunny and she's just saying, "Hey, Bunny, I just." We've all had to do a lot of things we didn't want to do, and I want to say you did a real good job in this fight. And why don't we all go sit down, huh?
Okay. Was they were attacking? Was I not supposed to kill? Like, they blew up. They blew up Tim and Daniel and Bobby, and they shot at Hajime.
They did, and. They did, and it was good that you acted quickly like you did. But I think that one of the things we wanted to do was save the little boxes inside of these robots here, so that we could help out our friends who were brainwashed, like you were at one point. Speaking of that, do you remember anything about the people who did this to you?
Not really. I was in a holding cell, and then I punched somebody in the head, and there was a laser that fired out of my chest, and then Hajime put me inside of a robot.
And just checking in here. How do you feel about being inside a robot? Are you good? Are you
You
cool?
would be the worst camp counselor.
Yeah. Verna doesn't have much tact.
I mean, I would prefer to still be myself, but I don't really think that's an option. Hajime's carrying my body around on a belt pouch.
Not anymore.
I put
out of
it
that?
down.
I thought he took it out of that.
It's just sitting hooked up in the mad science lab. Damn it, I'm calling it that now.
You get a taxidermied.
Continue.
Yeah.
That's fun.
You will not get my
no.
body taxidermied.
I'm not here right now. It's okay. I'm pulling tanks.
I don't know why you said that, but nobody's taxidermying anybody. All right.
She looks so lifelike.
All right. Well, I don't think any of us really can relate that much to what you're going through. So I want you,
You mean none
I
of
want you
you
to let
have
us know
ever been a
if you need some
50-foot tall
help.
killer robot?
No, I mean, technically, we're all 50-foot
we've been
tall
inside
killer
'em.
robots.
Yeah, we've been inside them. Just with.
I don't want to
with a
think
little
about any of you
separation.
people inside of me,
Oh Jesus.
especially not Achilles.
Damn.
Oh, space Jesus.
Ouch.
Hey, you're an Earth colony. It can be regular Jesus.
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh, colony
Space
Jesus.
Pope.
Space Pope.
Dang, Earth Jesus.
I don't think we have the rights to Space Pope.
No,
I
we
think you're
definitely do
right.
not have the rights
Bleep it
to
all.
Space Pope.
We know he's reptilian though. Anyway.
Just like Tom Cruise.
Oh God. Anyway, yeah. Well, I think at this point, understanding like Bunny seems pretty chill. Verna's just kind of like awkwardly pat her on the shoulder, and like, hey, if you need anything, you just let me know, all right, Bunny? And she's gonna start walking away to help move some of the tanks, and also to help look around the area to see if there's anything that sticks out to her to maybe pick up or interact with.
All right. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's just the wreckage of the battlefield. There's nothing too exciting going on here. Let's jump over to Achilles.
I think after I help out some of the tanks, don't think there's anything else for us to do.
All right.
I guess I will. I'll park my mech inside the hangar, and I guess I'll kind of start like futzing around with repairs unless somebody else needs me.
All right. So as you guys start like parking back in the hangar and whatnot, and you exit, it's that scene from every fighter pilot movie. You're landing back on the deck, and the crowds are cheering and whatnot, and the Commander Woodrow and whatnot gives you a salute from his office. Yeah. So you guys are celebrating maybe murdering your friends.
Oh, only half murder.
That's bittersweet.
Only half murder because they were only half people.
In our
pretty
defense,
sure
we
that's
can't
speciest.
prove
I don't think robots
we
are
can't
species.
prove that the body is dead. We don't know where the body is. We just know where the consciousness was.
We're getting into some deep stuff here, because what is your consciousness
Murder
versus
adjacent.
your body, and what makes up you?
If there isn't a corpse, they're not dead. That's all I'm saying. I've seen movies
Well,
before.
that's true. It does. It does make prosecuting the case a lot more difficult.
They're just missing. Or worse.
They might have just left on their own.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. On that note, Hajime, you going back to the mad science lair?
Begrudgingly, yes.
All right. So what's your plan? We'll go over the next couple hours, and then we're gonna do a small jump.
Hajime is just going to try and reverse engineer the transfer tech better so that he might be able to fix 2 out of 3.
Okay. Try to put Bunny back into a fleshy body, or?
Yep.
All right.
Oh.
I had it plugged into the wall for a reason. Was hoping the thing works like I think it works.
All right. I mean, you're more than
Cool.
welcome to try.
But this is going to be like a goddamn few months to years long process. So
All right.
this is just
I'm
me
gonna
putting
need
in the legwork.
nature and arcana, and you know what? A little bit of religion.
Religion.
Just a gauche.
Yeah.
A sprinkle of religion.
Yeah. You need all the help you can
right.
get.
Sure. Starting off strong. Ugh.
Make sure you pray to space, Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow, I am angry.
I can tell you right now, just by scanning over Bunny's body with that, the body is too damaged at this point to be put back together in any way that could hold any sort of functionality.
Why don't you just make a smaller robot? Like a person-sized robot?
Oh, it's not actually a bad idea.
Shut up! I was getting to that. I
You
think.
can put like a robot
I
inside a
don't
robot.
know.
It's like a Russian nesting
Yeah.
doll.
Exactly.
I don't.
It would be.
But that's. And then there's the.
It's less
but the-
bad. It's less bad than than her current state.
Oh, sure. I'll. Yeah. Okay. We'll do that.
We got
instead.
enough parts.
It's just gonna take an amount of time.
Sure.
Hell, William was an accident that worked out just fine.
Sure.
Motions to robot dog.
Yeah, if that
I'm gonna put my hands over where William's ears would be if William was a regular dog.
Oh, there are like big pointy jabbed pieces that are supposed to be
Perfect.
ears.
I'm gonna put my hands over his ears. Don't you say that in front of your son.
Don't do that with an N. I need a day.
Don't we all?
I need at least 48 hours.
That's 2 days.
Now it's 72 hours.
I'm grounding myself. No more mad science for a month.
Hey, we need your mad science.
Yeah, that's going to severely impede the plan.
All right, let's get back to.
So after messing around for a little while, doing your repair work and seeing it, just checking on like the bodies and scanning the black boxes and all that kind of fun stuff, each of you gets a ping on your little wrist device asking you to come to the main office to meet up with Woodrow and Blueberry.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Off we go.
As you guys arrive, they're sitting at the table, and they greet you as you come in. They offer you seats. That is... You've done more for this fight than we had any right to ask you to. When you came to us originally, you were just cadets, and then all hell broke loose, and we had no choice but to throw you into active service. We have passed on the information on how to beat these people to our fellow soldiers in the area, and they have passed it on to Central Command. Effective immediately, Blueberry is turning herself over to our central government for, let's be generous and call it questioning. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this fight is long, and we're not gonna win it. The planet is dying, and we need to leave. Going forward, this, I hazard to call it a base, will be dedicated solely to building a ship to take us off planet. We are being tasked with finding a new home. If you all choose to accept, you will be given high-ranking positions on the crew. Your Blackwoods will be loaded in, and you probably won't be coming back here. Not that there will be a here to come back to after too much longer.
What about my sisters, my parents, our families?
They'll be offered a spot on the ship. This planet is not going to survive. Anybody that can get off will get off. But there's always going to be people that are choosing to stay and die here where they grew up. I will leave it to you to decide what you're doing from here.
I got nothing better going on.
Yeah, there isn't much choice. You know, we leave the fight to find somewhere else, or we just go back to the civilians and end up on that ship anyway.
I would like a project that doesn't talk back to me. Yeah, why not?
Does Verna have comms to call her parents or her family?
Yeah, you can get a hold of your family. I mean, it takes a little,
Right.
It's an encoded transmission and whatnot, and it's not going to be done right this second or whatever. But yeah, you have no problems getting a hold of your family.
Yeah. Okay. So it takes like a couple minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Verna's just gonna say I gotta talk to my family. I need to talk to them before I decide anything.
Well, I mean, that's reasonable. I mean, it's going to take us a while to have Hajime build us a ship. You are the closest thing we have to an engineering corps. You, Achilles, and Allenby, and I gotta hand it to her. She's,
I'll get to fixing that later. I gotta make 2 regular people robots first. No, I gotta make a ship first. Look, I've got a list. The list may be constructed entirely out of fridge magnets that keep getting reassembled by everybody that uses the fridge, but I have a list.
I mean, if you make her a new hand, then she can be more handy in helping with the other parts.
Oh, you're armed with such great ideas.
I think these limb jokes are a little too much for me. I'm gonna go start planning the ship. Hajime,
We went out on a limb.
Work on the robot people bodies.
Just can't put my finger on it.
Sure. All right. Let's. So with that, we're going to fast forward a little bit here. Ricky, if you would like to call your family. I'm sorry, Verna, if you would like to call your family, we can go ahead and do that. But they'll be coming on the ship one way or the other.
Yeah. I think for Verna, it's just more about having that comfort of being able to talk through it with them. And much like when she was recruited to the school by Commander Woodrow, the first thing she did instead of accepting was go back and talk to her family about it. So for her, it's just about that reassurance. And I like to imagine when she talks to them, there's, some crying on the other end of the phone, learning this information that, that everyone's going to have to leave the planet, making sure that they know what they need to do to get on the ship and to make sure that they get on the ship. And then, Verna's
Get there
in.
an hour
Verna's
early,
gonna...
wear easy slip-on shoes, Down.
Yeah, don't bring scissors or anything.
Yeah, down.
Take me 75 medications for space radiation.
Make sure you don't have any liquids over 4 ounces,
Yep.
Space TSA.
Please wait at least 6 months into the mission before you try to make moonshine.
Hey, it was one time.
But yeah, so Verna's in. She's gonna come back into. I imagine everybody's kind of like in a room or whatever. She's gonna come back in, and resignedly sigh and say, "All right, let's do this."
All right. And obviously this isn't like an overnight thing. You know, you have to build ships with crew quarters and storage and a way to survive in space, so you'll need like infrastructure and all that kind of fun stuff.
That's civilian quarters.
So we need a montage, is what you're saying.
Montage.
I feel like one of those montage days stops. Hajime's got Achilles up at like 4 a.m. and is like, "No, we put the fucking trees on the ship. They'll fix the oxygen." What are the trees gonna do? Die with the rest of the planet? We're saving things.
You need a nap, buddy. You just.
And Verna's just kind of like posing in front of a mirror, like.
Haven't we already, as a society, perfected interspace travel? Isn't that a thing we already got?
Well, yeah, but you still need to like build a ship large enough to transport, large populations.
It's true. I'm just
like they don't just have them sitting there. Usually when you take a ship like this in most media to a new planet, the ship then gets disassembled and used to like form the base. And
that's true. I'm with you there. I'm mostly making fun of Pat's oxygen idea. Do we gotta do all that?
I mean, but that's what you do. You put the trees on the ship.
That's not.
Oh, is that the kind of sci-fi we are?
I mean, you definitely can put a garden on there.
Well,
if it worked for nondescript Muyo anime, it can work for us.
All right, so let's switch over to you working with Bunny here.
Why?
Because your anxiety brings me joy.
God damn it! I get enough of that just living.
All right, so you're trying to transfer giant robot into tiny robot. If you're trying to build one of those that's capable of holding her frame, I'm going to need a tech check from you.
Oh, goody. I'm going to give myself guidance, too, so I have a little bit of D4 assistance. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Oh, now I get it. Thanks, Dice. That's a natural 20 for those of you at home, or wherever you're listening to this on.
So, after working on Bunny for a couple of months now, you've come to the realization. Well, that's a 30.
Total 30. Total 30. Yeah, I'll take that.
You've come to realize that it can't be placed into the technology needed can't be minimized to the point where it could be in a normal person-sized body.
But it could be
about like a Lou Ferrigno-sized body.
I was gonna say it could be remade and reconfigured that the whole body is also the black box.
It could. Alternatively,
she's going to need a lot of charging.
Alternatively, she makes the suggestion of integrating her into the Explorer ship's mainframe, allowing her to help operate and plot courses and basically become the ship's AI.
Okay.
Or just I, because she's real.
It's not artificial.
Is she real though at this point? She's got no body.
Are any of us real?
Plug her into the mainframe.
Looks at the Ivan box like, I can't do it with him too. Ay. You know what? I will figure it out. We'll throw you in the ship for now. Have this Blackwood on standby if we need you outside the ship for anything. Or when we find a place and touch down.
Hajime out here just hot swapping hard drives.
That sounds
If
wonderful.
it worked for Apple, it could work for this.
That sounds wonderful. I don't really see a better alternative at the moment. Yeah, let's do that. But if you're gonna make me like a hologram projector, make me pretty. Not like that rotting.
I'm gonna make you look
meat over
exactly
there
like
in the
you
tube.
used to before the rotting meats.
Alright, I can live with that.
Use your last known photo or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. One incredibly small ant step at a time at this point.
Verna pulls out she has had in her bag this whole entire time since we were in the underground cave the first time. She's had the pinup girl picture folded up in her pocket. So she pulls that out and she's like behind Bunny and she's motioning toward the pinup girl picture, indicating that
one.
you should use that for
do that.
inspiration.
Do that to me.
What? Get the hell out of here!
You just see a very you just see a very giddy 50-foot robot like pointing at Verna and giggling.
All right.
Jumping up and down. Ka-choom.
No jumping.
You're jumping in the cave.
Sorry, Dad.
Don't say that.
Is Bunny older than us?
Oh yeah.
Technically.
All right. So that
I will figure it out.
So that brings us to a rather sizable time jump where the ship is being assembled and the crew is being put together. Weapon systems are being loaded. The Blackwoods have been repaired, modified, upgraded. And that brings us to the end, where the ship is fully crewed and staffed and manned and taking off into space with this team ready for their next adventure.
And then we explode.
No.
Not good.
I will launch you from an airlock.
Someone has to be.
That's the way I want to go.
Achilles just dreams we exploded and then wakes up and hits his head on the top of the bed.
Out cold again.
Full circle!
Goddamn
Commander Woodrow gives you a gift, Achilles.
Is it a helmet?
Just so you know, I know how fond of it you were. I installed a mini fridge in your cabin.
The malice. Just I guess.
All right.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I'm glad I'm sure you'll get much use out of it.
I would like to say during the time skip at some point, Hajime will introduce Achilles to sushi checkers.
Fantastic.
Where you eat the piece you jumped.
That sounds delicious.
Just to keep the minds a little bit sharp, but B, also I know Achilles likes food.
Oh, yeah.
Does anybody have anything they want to say before we wrap up season 1 of Mechanical Rain?
I don't think I can if this is supposed to be public, but yay, we're done. Wait, season 1.
Yeah, this was a crazy first experience. This was a lot of fun.
Died. None of
So
us
many
died.
people
Except for
died.
all those people we killed.
At my hands, so many people died.
Well, above table, those weren't
The
people.
Verna bloodlust continues. She starts murdering people on the ship just to fulfill the need.
Spoilers.
Halloween
It becomes a Hercule Poirot story.
Halloween episode of Five Nights with Verna.
Hey, yo.
Who done it?
All right, guys. Thank you all for listening. It's been a crazy adventure. These guys are, I'm gonna call them heroes. They accomplished the mission. They found Alpha Squad. They brought a war criminal to justice. Hajime made a friend.
Good choice of words.
Achilles managed snacks. Verna, she accomplished many murders, and Isabel helped everybody. So thanks for joining us here on the Storm Gaming Alliance. We hope to hear from you again. See you guys.
Bye.
Later.
Bye, y'all.
And with that, we end Season 1 of Mechanical Rain. On behalf of the entire Mech Rain crew, I gotta say thanks so much to everybody who's been listening. We see the numbers, we see the comments. Everything is very much appreciated. And I'm also here to tell you that Season 2 of Mechanical Rain is just around the corner. We obviously don't have a release date set yet, but recording of Season 2 will start fairly soon. But it doesn't stop there. Next week, we will have a Season 1 wrap featuring the entire cast, including myself, just chatting about the show. I got to say, we already recorded that, and it is a lot of fun. So be sure to check that out next week. And until then, thanks again so much to everybody who's been listening in on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you are. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.
Everything's got goo. Ugh.
Alien tech. You're lucky I'm not making everything pulsate. And then the monster comes walking towards you with its large throbbing. Anyway.
Oh.
Sword.
And with that, we quit for the rest of the year.
Bye, everyone.
Oh.